website, helpinggetvictory.org.
A voice of rescue, training overcoming.
Rescue with the word to rescue, titled Trained, Not Troubled.
This is message number 7 in the 500 series, His Comfort, Our Call. The NLV translation of Matthew chapter 7 verse 21 reads, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will go into the holy nation of heaven. The one who does the things my Father in heaven wants him to do will go into the holy nation of heaven." And so we must do more than proclaim. We must partake and do our part. Therefore, how we partake identifies, sets apart, tells apart, picks out, tells the difference, and has a bearing because it's the result of our relationship with God through Jesus Christ. If we are evil, the evil ways of the world wouldn't trouble us. So we have a part in Jesus' trouble because sin was Jesus' trouble. You either partake in Jesus' example or in the example of the evil one. Who do you follow? So the ability to perceive right is required for not being troubled, because when we are trained, we have learned and have become taught in choosing for our wellness, not for our weakness. And that is to choose the good outward sign of Jesus inward over evil, the outward sign of the evil one inward. And so our part is proved by our choice for comfort, because you either feed your flesh or you feed your spirit. Because a disciple, a true disciple, is one who learns the standard of living in following Christ by walking the same road and conforming completely to his example, to distinguish those who proclaim from those who partake. And so our spiritual confidence in God understands and recognizes that if God provides it, it indicates a necessity. You see, God is all wise and all knowing, and he knows what is right because he is right. This is how he is able to provide light, to give us insight. He knows what we need, the answer and the solution. And so God's grace is sufficient in the time of trouble. He knows the intent of trouble is to hurt, while the intent of comfort, his comfort, is to heal us. And so it is a fact that comfort is then a requirement for us to partake right. It is essential, it's mandatory, and it is vital, or else God wouldn't provide it if we didn't need it. Trouble demands comfort because it causes discomfort. And so God then provides the comfort again for our healing, because the enemy sent the trouble to hurt us. We are the called out ones because we are the example of living in the world and not living like the world. And so it is necessary for us to partake in trouble because it exposes and confirms our choice. And part of our work is to suffer in our flesh. When we suffer in our flesh and our body, we are partaking by denying our flesh. In this way, God's comfort serves as a supplement because we are lacking the comfort in trouble, and so God is providing what we need in the time of trouble. If we value healing, we will accept God's comfort to feed our spirit. If we are obsessed with living hurt, we will reject God's comfort and revert to feeding our flesh. We either reinforce the hurt or we reinforce the healing. Or why else would we go back to an evil way of living unless we are trying to double down on evil to strengthen its impact in our life? In this way, comfort then shines a light and calls attention and points out to what we treasure, because we hold near and dear what we regard as valuable. Neglect and ignore what we hate.
Thank you for listening to this message. We pray that it was a blessing. Now, if you're not a subscriber, think about hitting that like button. Then smash that subscribe button to be the first to hear our messages and